Hello friends, if you're new to my channel, welcome. If you are a fan or a subscriber, welcome back, and thank you for the patronage. Today's topic is going to be the top 10 dumbest stories in the Bible. I realize that my top 10 dumbest is not going to be your top 10 dumbest. You are more than welcome to leave your top 10 dumbest in the comments. I'm going to be counting down, so you're going to have to watch the whole thing in order to find out what my number one top dumbest story in the Bible is. Nothing else I need to say, so let's get going. The Battle of Jericho. And when I'm talking about the Battle of Jericho, I am talking about Joshua's Battle of Jericho. This one is dumb because archaeologists have found that there is no destruction layer in Jericho around that time. The talking snake. Most Christians will tell you that this is the devil who took on the form of a snake, but the Bible never says that in Genesis. It says that a talking snake came up to Eve to tempt her to eat from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. If you do not know why this story makes my top dumbest, I feel sorry for you. Most of my viewers will know why this made my top dumbest. Snakes don't talk. They don't even have the apparatus available to talk. While we're on talking animals, the 8th dumbest is the talking donkey. And this can be found in Judges, I think. Not really sure. Where Barak, not Obama, but Barak is traveling and the donkey stops and he starts beating his donkey. And the donkey stops and starts talking to him saying, "Why are you beating me?" And Barak says, "Because you're not going ahead." And then Barak's quote-unquote eyes are open and he sees an angel in the way, and the angel says, "Look, dude, your donkey's smarter than you are." The next one, story of Gideon. 300 men defeated an entire army. I don't think so. Again, if you don't know why this made my top dumbest, you need to go back to school. Number 6, Samson. Why would strength be in the hair? Oh, as long as my hair's not cut, I've got my strength. But as soon as my hair gets cut, I lose my strength. That is just one of the dumbest stories, even for the Bible. It's one of the dumbest stories you can come up with. This marks the halfway point. The parting of the Red Sea by Moses. Yeah, Rod's really going to part the Red Sea. And then it's really going to come crashing down on the Egyptians. And I hear Christians all the time say, well, they found a chariot wheel at the bottom of the Red Sea. Well, if an entire Egyptian army drowned, they would find more than one chariot wheel. David versus Goliath. Yeah, David was probably a teenager when this happened. My guess is around 15 or 16, but I don't know. The Bible doesn't say. And yeah, a little boy is really going to go out with 5 stones and kill a giant. Not to mention, the skull is very thick and it is unreasonable to assume that a little boy could hit a giant and kill him in the forehead. It would be much more believable if it was the temporal lobes, but they didn't know that back then. The Jews in Egypt. Again, if you don't know why this made my top dumbest list, you need to go back to kindergarten. There is no record of the Jews in Egypt, at least not en masse like the Bible says. Plus, there is no record of a labor force as big as 6 million Jews being lost from Egypt. I will go ahead and tell you, the labor force that built the pyramids were conscripts. Every male had to serve the pharaoh for 2 years, and some of those conscripts worked on the pyramids. They were Egyptians. Almost done. The top 2 dumbest story in the Bible, according to me, is Noah's Ark. And if you don't know why, then go see Aaron Ra's series on Noah's Ark. It is impossible for the worldwide flood to have happened. And last but surely not least, the dumbest story in the Bible is Zombie Jesus. Laid out for 3 days, supposedly dead, and he just comes back to life. I'm sorry, that's not believable. First, there is the matter that the Romans would not allow anybody crucified on a cross to have a proper burial. It was part of the punishment. Second of all, even if they did, they would not put a stone over the mouth and assign 2 guards. They don't care. Well, friends, we've come to the end of another episode. Please leave your comments in the comment section. I love hearing from you. I would like to know what would make your top 10 list. Probably something I didn't think of for my top 10 list. Maybe you agree with some of my top 10s. These are not listed in any order except Noah's Ark and Zombie Jesus. Mainly because, with the exception of those 2, I had a hard time making up my mind which was dumbest. So anyway, if you like this content, hit the like button, press the subscribe button, and if you would like to be notified when I come out with new content, hit the bell next to the subscribe button. My Twitter, email, PayPal, and Discord links are in the description. Question everything and never be afraid. Remember to leave your comments in the comment section. I love hearing from you. I would especially like hearing from you for this particular episode because I'm kind of curious to see what your top 10 list would look like. See you later, folks. Goodbye, friends.